This is BBC World News. I'm Christian Fraser. Our top stories. President Macron warns he intends to make life difficult for unvaccinated people in France as ministers elsewhere in Europe weigh up tighter restrictions. Hong Kong announces strict new rules to combat COVID, including a ban on flights from 8 countries. Many public places will close. Protests triggered by an energy price rise sweep across Kazakhstan in a rare challenge to the authoritarian government. Major cities are under a state of emergency. Uncertainty over whether Novak Djokovic will be allowed to enter Australia after being exempted from strict vaccination rules to defend his Australian Open title.
We await his presentation and what evidence he provides to support that. If that evidence is insufficient, then he won't be treated any different to anyone else and he'll be on the next plane home.
And a big advance for the world's most powerful space telescope as it peers deeper into the cosmos than ever before. Hello and a warm welcome. For consecutive days, European countries have been reporting record numbers of COVID cases. France, Britain, Spain and Greece say their figures are still rising. It's forcing governments to find a delicate balance between reimposing restrictions and keeping economies open. In a newspaper article, President Emmanuel Macron, using some fairly choice language, says he wants to ban the unvaccinated from all public life. The French Parliament is currently debating legislation that would replace France's health pass with a vaccine pass that would be required for entry into restaurants, bars and all public transport within the country. A negative test or recent recovery from COVID would no longer suffice. Austria will be the first EU country to introduce mandatory vaccinations starting in February. Those who refuse to be vaccinated will be subject to fines. And today, the Italian Parliament is debating whether to extend the mandatory vaccinations already in place. The proposed change could mean a COVID health pass will soon be a requirement for entry into all workplaces, as it is for entry into bars and restaurants. Here's our Rome correspondent, Mark Lowen.